Hi, welcome back. COM 1160, week number 9. This is video number 3 in our final video. In this video, I'm going to go over the instructions for the outline assignment, which you'll be working on and you'll be submitting November 15th by midnight. You're going to be uploading your assignment to Blackboard as you usually do. So the instructions, I'm going to ask you to look at the material that you've gathered, and I'm going to get you to create an essay outline. Like I mentioned to you before in video number 2, if you want to add in some extra research resources, you can do so. But again, I'm going to specify no external web. So everything that you pull must be from the library system. You can do your outline in Word or by hand. Okay, so some people like the old-fashioned writing it down. They find that that works better for them. You can do it in Word if typing works better for you. Whatever you like. But if you complete your outline by hand, please scan it and upload it as a PDF. Okay, so use whatever scanner function you have on a printer or a scanner function that you might have on a phone and upload it. Make sure that you take a look at it to make sure that it's legible, okay, so that I can see it. For the actual outline itself, I'm going to ask you to complete the different parts, okay? So almost exactly like the example that was put up for you, I'm going to get you to come up with a working essay title. I'm going to get you to write down your working thesis statement. And then the real work of the outline, the body paragraph stuff. So for each paragraph that you're going to have, and the number of paragraphs that you're going to have is going to depend on the number of variables that you're identifying in your thesis statement. I'm going to suggest somewhere between 3 and 5. Okay. And again, it's not better if you have 5 or worse if you have 3 or whatever. It's just how things play out, how many categories or patterns you're able to identify. For each of those body paragraphs, I'm going to ask you to write a topic sentence and then provide the point form detail. For the point form detail, I'm going to ask you to include those APA in-text citations. Okay, so make sure that you're keeping track of where all of that information is coming from. Finally, I'm going to get you to write out in full sentence format a memorable or concluding statement. Again, remember, as I mentioned before, there should be no anxiety over this assignment. This is just planning, okay, so you're not committing to anything. If you get your outline back and you find you don't like parts of it or you want to rewrite the different sentences that you've written, you're going to be able to do that. Okay, so you're not locked into anything. This is just planning. This is just building the skeleton. What I'm going to do is I'm going to try to grade the outlines as I receive them. So if your outline is in earlier than the due date, I'm going to try to process it and get it back to you, okay, as soon as possible. Versus the way that I've been doing it before, which was releasing all of the grades at the same time. So this way, if you get the work done quickly, you'll get the feedback faster. And I think you'll find then that will give you some extra time when we actually get into drafting next week. Okay. But again, entirely up to you and what your schedule looks like. The deadline, though, is November the 15th by midnight. Remember, again, upload it to Blackboard. Make sure, okay, if you're scanning, if you've done this by hand, that the scan comes out legible, okay, that a person can actually see what it is that you've written. I'll also mention to you, if you decide to work by hand, try to use a black or a blue pen. That works better with scanning than pencil, okay? Pencil sometimes doesn't come through very, very well. Try to have fun with the process, okay? My advice always, pour a big cup of coffee, sit down and just grunt through the essay outline, get it done, knowing again that you can make any changes that you want to later on. I'll talk to you next week. Good luck with the outline. Remember again, I am available for course chats. Pop in anytime.